Good morning, it's Ree from Lilly Pilly Patch here, making I think our 6th spring video. Who would have thought I'd have enough organisation to get 6 done? We've had a beautiful week of warm weather and rain, perfect mix again. We've been so lucky, I don't know why, but hopefully this year we're in for a bit of a wetter summer rather than the horrible dry summer we had last year. I'd like to give you a really quick update on how things are growing. I would also like to give you a bit of a tour of the flowers that have started to bloom in the garden because they're just beautiful. Here we go. Our passion fruit vines have not even been in for a year and they're really taking off in this weather. I'm going to give them a little bit of potash just to see if we can get any flowers happening. Bush beans, climbing beans, getting even taller. We've got our raspberry plant down here and my daughter actually ate her first fresh raspberry. We're trying to show her where things come from. I really don't think we're going to have enough to supply our demand for raspberries, but it's cool to see. And look, she's already checking. A berry! Oh my gosh, gentle. Oh, yum, show me. Now leave those ones, they're not ready. They're not ready yet. Show me, was it yum? Coming along, we've actually got some chili flowers just happening in there, which will be great. I put one zucchini in a pot to see how that would kind of go. Oh my gosh, asparagus! Delicious! And that's exactly why we do this, so she learns to eat fresh, healthy food and where it comes from. So yummy! We've put our first tendril over to the trellis, which is so cool. They're working. More bush beans. Another variety of passion fruit over here. And some rocket leaves that have gone to flower. Sorry, rocket plants that have gone to flower. Last week when I put the potatoes in, I left one just poking out because it had some leaves forming. Well, there you go, even more this week, and another shoot has popped up from that particular potato. A few videos back, I put some very sad looking chocolate mint and I think just a normal kind of mint variety cuttings in here, and true mint style, they weren't going to give up. They're actually green and growing. So I have one variety down the front here. And I think the chocolate mint variety is back there with the darker stem. So there you go. Even when you think hope is lost, give it a go, because you never know what might just work. Beans and corn successful over here. Tomatoes doing well over here. A bit more staking needs to happen. So much fruit. And there's that trellis system. We still need to finish this weekend. I just love it when you brush past a tomato plant and that iconic tomato smell just lingers in the air. It's just summer in a scent. Pumpkins getting taller. Lots of zucchinis. I've definitely put too many zucchinis in here. I am a chronic overfiller. I suppose survival of the fittest is going to have to happen in here. Look at this one right here. Huge. I'm excited down here for this red lettuce variety too. I might have to gently dig those up and spread them out because they're very clumped together. A bit of a tour now of the flowers that I have in the garden at the moment. I apologize for the noise. It's a busy Saturday over here and people are out doing all kinds of jobs, my husband included. Here I've got a daisy that I put in a couple of years ago and it's perennial. It has just stayed. It grows profusely. It has pink and white flowers, just beautiful to bring in all those beneficial insects. It was a great buy and I'm going to keep it here while ever it still wants to be growing. If I just move up here, beautiful dill flowers. They're like fireworks to me. They are just stunning. I love them. I grew these daisies from seed. They're a beautiful trailing variety as well. I love how they go from purple to white as they just get that little bit older. What great value. For whatever reason, I have never grown cosmos in my garden. What have I been missing out on? I brought a small plant from Bunnings, and look at the variety of colours, from crimson to a beautiful mauve and even a white down there. Just delicate and add beautiful colour, and again the insects just love them. More cosmos, different colours again. And don't forget the coriander flower in the background, so cute. Poppies are probably my most favourite flower. I just think they are so whimsical. They're everything I love about flowers. And I brought a punnet here, and it's just been giving me so many different colours. I love them. Fairy flowers at the back here, just growing out of a teacup. The cornflowers that I was talking about a few videos back are sporadically opening, and good value yellow marigolds. This is a compact variety. They look like little yellow pom-poms. Perhaps one of the most exciting flowers we have in the garden are our strawberry flowers. They're reaching up so that the insects can find them. Wow, we are going to have strawberries galore. And don't forget about lobelia. Lobelia just plods along. You think she's gone and she pops back up again. I love that dark foliage with the beautiful blue purple tones. I love petunias again. I think they're just great value, particularly the trailing varieties. And this is a really nice style of variety that I bought this season. I'm enjoying our sweet peas, from whites to crimsons to beautiful watercolour pastels. I did put in a few different mixes here, and I'm reaping the rewards, I think. And my Roman chamomile has started to flower this week, but they're really delicate flowers. I'm yet to find one that has all of its petals. They just seem to... Oh look, there's one. Maybe it's because they're in a high walk zone. It's seed update time, and so much growth has happened this week. Sunflowers have popped through over here at the front. Amaranth, lettuce, nasturtiums have started to make an appearance over at the back. Chinese broccoli is still there. More of my beautiful rainbow silver beet. I can see the warrigal greens are still working away and doing their thing at the front. And this is what's most exciting. Pumpkins, cucumbers, watermelons, all successful. Lots of lettuce. And even here, this is the water spinach that I haven't tried before, and the climbing spinach. So they've germinated. First time, that's awesome. Still waiting on a few things like what's at the front here, some silver beet magenta. Still waiting on some echinacea, which I've never grown before. Other than that, I think most things have popped through. Capsicum. I am not someone that has had any luck ever growing capsicum from seed. I'm obviously doing something wrong. But the basil's coming through. Really happy with what's going on down here. Okay, let's leave that alone. I'd like to give you a bit of a duckling update. We've been watching really carefully, and we definitely have a mother duck, and we definitely have a nest and eggs. And we've managed to set up a little wildlife camera when she goes to recess and she's not sitting on her nest. And we thought we had one egg. We were wrong. We have 8 eggs. We don't know what we're going to do when all of these little eggs hatch into the most beautiful ducklings. Have a look at some of the things we've been able to capture. down here with one of my favorite flowering plants. Oh my gosh, this toy's just tipped cold water on. I'm down here with one of my favorite flowers in the garden, the trusty nasturtium. I've got a variety here growing behind me, and the color is just one of the most vibrant flower colors, I think. I love them because they're self-seeding. They have that gorgeous cottage trail look. You can get lots of different colors, and even the leaf colors vary, and I think they're just beautiful. I'd like to show you how I go about collecting seed and then planting them. So what you're seeing here doesn't look great, but it is just a pot full of treasure. These nasturtium seeds I have collected from just on the ground. I'll show you where you find them. The flowers themselves start to form a seed pod behind them. I'm just trying to see if there's an older flower here. Well, it's actually in the center. Here, look. If you look closely, just in here. Just need to start when you've only got one hand. Well, there's one. There it is. You can see there a seed pod forming. That green bulbous type thing. They eventually get bigger and bigger and form their seed, and then the seeds literally just fall off on the floor, or if they fall onto soil, they're just like ready to go. So I'll bring you over here to where I was collecting some seed, and we'll see if there's any new stuff. A little bit of a better example of a seed forming in here. You can see them. These are too young yet. They need to dry out more, and then they literally just fall off. And I'll show you some here. If I just move this trailing plant to the side, you can even give it a little bit of a shake. You'll see that there are literally seed pods just here. So what I do is I just pick them up, and then I just collect them. I'm not very organized with my collecting. I don't really mark what variety they've come from or anything like that, but you definitely could and then store them separately. But I love to come along and collect these treasures. Some are green when they fall off like this. I have found that they can kind of tend to go a little bit moldy and affect your other seed pods, so I tend personally to only collect the more dry varieties. I'll show you how I plant them. So I've got my nasturtium seed here, and what I do is I just find a pot where I think I might like one, and I literally just press it into the soil a centimetre or two deep and cover that over, and then so quickly within a couple of weeks you'll have these beautiful little baby nasturtiums that have just germinated from that seed. It is so easy. They are foolproof, and like I've said, they will just pop up even without your help. In that case, I guess you need to be a bit careful and make sure you're not having a weed issue with them and they're taking over everything. But I just think they're great value. And you can see here within this pot, I've obviously put in a mix of seeds. These have like a more purpley blue leaf. And then over towards the back here, we've got a more appley, crisp green leaf. I also have the variety that gets a variegated leaf. It's really pretty. And so down here, this is like the most vivid tangerine colour with that purpley green leaf, and I'll show you my other varieties. And this version of the nasturtium has a very beautiful orange amber style flower with really green leaves. So cool. I love how they trail. Garden in an organic style like I do, the leaves and flowers are edible, and they look so great in summer drinks, salads, even frozen in ice cubes can look so cool. I just think it's really nice to add some colour to your dishes, especially around summertime. Thank you for watching this week's Lilly Pilly Patch spring video. Hopefully you'll be around to watch next week's too. Bye!